Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. Cande, before we get to National Days, and I do want some advice from you today as well, I wanted to let you know that Ben & Jerry's now making doggy desserts for Tilly, Cande.
Really? As if she doesn't have enough treats.
Yep, Ben & Jerry's say they're going to put out a whole line of doggy desserts. How do you feel about
my
that?
baby, I'll be getting her some. She gets anything she wants.
Of course she does. Today is National Curried Chicken Day, and with what I'm reading, it says instead of just reaching for the curry powder, it says make a stew with the chicken with clarified butter, garlic, onions, cinnamon, ginger, all this other stuff. Cande, you ever have curried chicken?
I have. I'm not a big fan of curry. Brian loves it. He loves curried chicken. Yeah, not my favorite thing.
All right, today's National Kiss a Ginger Day. Do you know any gingers in your life?
My best friend in the whole world, Ellen, redhead.
Oh,
Redhead for life.
Very nice, very nice. National Marzipan Day today, Cande.
I happen to love marzipan. Some people turn their nose up to it.
It is made with ground almonds, almond oil, honey,
very sweet,
sugar.
very almondy.
Yes, if you have an almond allergy,
Don't eat it. Don't even smell it.
Stay away. It is National Pharmacist Day today, Cande.
You know, I was thinking about that because back in the day we had a pharmacist who was almost like our doctor. You know, you go in, oh, my eye hurts or this or that, and he'd come around from behind the big thing and look at you and examine you, and he'd go, I got what you need, and go and find it and give it to him. It was great.
You know, pharmacists...
Stanley. His name was Stanley. I'll never forget him.
Stanley the pharmacist.
Stanley Lowenthal. May he rest in peace. He was the best.
We had a friend in the family who was a pharmacist, and I think his name was Bob, and my parents probably listening, nodding their head, yes. And we used to go into the pharmacy. He was a close family friend, and he would take out empty pill bottles and juggle them for me. I remember that.
Oh, he had other talents, too.
Yes, I remember that
This
vividly.
is the first stop we went to before we went to the doctor. If Stanley didn't have something to cure you, then we went to the doctor.
Maybe, you know, pharmacists might be the least appreciated people in the medical industry, Cande.
It was wonderful. He'd come around and take a look and say, oh, okay. Or he'd say, you better see the doctor. He was our first go-to.
And... yeah, I mean, nowadays, you expect to just pull up to your drive-thru and your medicine's ready, and if it's not ready, you get upset, and you're like, where's my medicine?
You don't even know who's getting it ready.
Yeah. So, thank you, pharmacists.
Yes.
Thank you. And today is Shop for Travel Day, meaning shop now for vacations you may have coming up, Cande. So, I may shop for cruise wear. I may have to go... find some
go
cruise
cruise
wear.
shopping. I was watching a show about Italy and Tuscany, and, you know, we will be going there, my two best girlfriends and I, as soon as this thing breaks, and we could go travel. And boy, was I fantasizing about Tuscany. That's all I can say.
You think there's no houses available for rent in Tuscany? I will find a house available for rent in Tuscany.
I want to do the hometown feel where my one girlfriend needs like a really 5-star hotel. She's very high maintenance, but we'll see. We're going to have a great time.
By the way,
when it happens.
I was messing with you a little bit because there is a classic Seinfeld episode where somebody tells Elaine, I think it was Elaine, that there were no houses for rent in Tuscany, and she thought he was trying to get away from her, so she made it her mission to find a place in Tuscany and go bother him. So it was a big Seinfeld episode.
I get you. I didn't get it now then, but okay, yeah.
I know.
Tuscany. I must go eat the food.
You know what? One day you will get there, Cande.
Oh, I know I
promise
will.
you.
Oh, I know.
I promise you. So today, getting back to the big news today, my daughter is now my oldest child of 3 is now a teenager today, Cande.
She's 13.
I do want to say,
and a dancing queen. Yes.
She is today. Before I get some advice from you, today, and I've always been proud of this. She shares her birthday with our buddy Howard Stern today.
Love that. I was so excited when she was born on his birthday back 13 years ago.
I always thought it was fate, and it meant a lot because, Howard Stern was my radio inspiration to get into radio, and then I worked for him, you worked for him, and then she was born on his birthday. He's 67, she is 13. So, Cande, even though I have 2 parents and 2 sisters who have raised some teenagers, I would like to know, from your point of view, what shall I look for? What are the smart moves here?
It's like walking on a tightrope. You have to be very careful with your steps. You cannot overstep. It's like, a turtle. If you say the wrong thing or look a certain way, they shove their head in their shell and done. Say nothing. So you want to keep the lines of communication open. So you have to do that little balance. I wouldn't go around saying, I have a teenager today and sing in her face all day. You're going to annoy her. What is she going to do? She's not going to want to hang around you. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand. But just for one day, can I say I have a teenager?
You can, but then she's going to roll her eyes and go upstairs.
But deep down, she's going to say, I love my daddy.
Of
right?
course, you're a wonderful father.
Thank you.
But what I'm saying is you're walking a fine line, my friend, now, and she could shut you out anytime she wants. So definitely walk carefully.
So I have to basically what you're saying, if I'm hearing you correctly, overall, I need to pick and choose my battles when they come up.
Absolutely. And keep the line of communication open. Take her in the car if you got to do that, because that's where they seem to talk the most. Don't you find that? If you get them alone in the car.
I love driving. Driving with any of them in the car, just having chats. Yes,
oh,
I do.
It's the best. So if you got to put her in the car, do that just to see what's going on in her world. I raised 2 teenage sons. I didn't have a daughter. But listen, walk a fine line. That's the way I did it, and they still call me every day.
Well, that is nice to hear. Yeah, I think what I took out of that is pick and choose my battles. If there is something that comes up that is not important to her growth in life and is just kind of an extra sort of thing that is creating some tension, I think that's when I back off, Cande.
Right? And, make a couple of rules where she has to spend time with the family, not just in her room. I used to do that. I said, you've been in your room for an hour. Now you got to come and sit and look at me. And they look at me like, what? I'm like, I'm not kidding. You need to come down and sit down in the living room and look at me.
Well, I will take that to heart. I think that is good advice. Thank you. Thank you for
welcome.
That.
Father of a teenage daughter now.
Amazing, right?
Then, you'll be father of the bride. Oh,
stop.
We're going to enjoy that. Oh.
Don't even. Just quit it. We move on, Cande.
All right, you'll be fine.
I'm already whimpering inside.
You've done a great job. You've only got to do this 2 more times.
My country, 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning, weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.